those words you said.
Hello guys, and welcome back to my latest vlog. It's been a really long time, although I promised to do a regular vlog, but I kind of needed a new motivation, and this time I feel like you need me more than ever before. Also, all my jobs are like, I'm self-employed, so all my jobs are kind of cancelled now due to the coronavirus. That means I have time for you. With today's video, I just really hope that I can help you a bit to go as positive as possible through the crisis. Yes, it's definitely a world crisis. Like, I've never experienced something like that, and I guess you neither. The situation is really strange. Like, the numbers are still all okay, at least in Germany. I want to say in Germany, we don't have any reason to panic. It's all still in a good, it's all still in the green area. But of course, I understand there's a fear. I don't understand why people panic so much and make it even worse, like especially the media. Because I think in this time it's important to support each other and not to kind of scare each other. And therefore I thought, now with me being an artist and with us being creative or having creative minds, we should now use our talents and help a little bit the world. Music has always been a good therapy, but also music goes straight into our hearts, and hopefully we can just spread out some positive vibes with it. I just want to give you my opinion. I just want to empower you to stay strong and to maybe make the best out of the situation. Like, my situation isn't the best either. I'm a singer. All my jobs has been cancelled until at least May. Also, I work as a gym instructor, and all the gyms are closed now as well. So that is gone as well. I really had a personal problem in the last days. Therefore I thought I want to do that video now. It's now the right time to explain the situation of an artist, of a singer, to tell you what we can do out of that, what positive outcomes this may have, and also to explain you why the situation is really urgent. Coronavirus. A few weeks ago, I just thought, what the hell is going on? People are turning crazy. Why is there such a panic, such a fear? It's all over pushed, and I'm annoyed of that topic. I don't want to hear it anymore. It's so everybody's freaking out for nothing. It's not worse than a normal flu. And I was just so pissed of all the situation. I just couldn't hear it anymore. Then the situation started to get worse and worse, and people got more infected and more scared. And all of a sudden, the politics decided to make almost a complete shutdown, which means one of my biggest gratitude in my life is my freedom here in Germany. Every day when I go to bed, I do my gratitude list, and it's one of the things is, of course, my family. I absolutely love my family. I'm so happy to have them. I'm happy to have my friends, to have a nice house and food, and to have jobs that I love, and to have freedom. Like, freedom. Being a German citizen is like actually the most powerful citizen you can be. You are allowed to travel in more countries than any other citizenship allows you to. And I love to travel. I love the world. I love cultures. I'm just a fucking free bird. I'm out in the nature every day. And now all of a sudden there was like, maybe there's a complete shutdown and we get house arrest like they have it in Italy. And I'm like, what? Me in the house? You know, when I was a child, I had the worst, when my mom was pissed with me, she gave me house arrest. You know what I did? I climbed out of the window, because house arrest is like, no. Me in house arrest, no. Absolutely no go. the more serious the situation has or became, the more jobs actually I lost. And then the gym. I go to the gym every day. I love sports like so much. I keep myself healthy so much. I just love to power out, and I'm like, and it's also my job. I'm a gym instructor and there to kind of help other people in the gym as well, to take care of their bodies, take care of their health. And all of a sudden it was like that community will be just closed. And of course it's you kind of get a financial fear, like what is going on, what will happen. And all of my family started to freak out. I could realize, especially my dad was completely panicking, even my grandfather. And now the next point I want to tell you is why it's very personal for me. Because with my dad, like, we had a big discussion and also a bit of a fight on Sunday, because I was absolutely anti-panic and I tried to cool him down, because still, people, please, always when you read media, check the sources. There's so many fakes out there. Like, you have to think yourself. This is very important. That's why I say check the numbers. The numbers are completely free of emotions. The numbers don't lie. Check the numbers worldwide. It's not as bad as you think. You won't die, I promise you. Like, I'm a super healthy person. For me personal, I'm absolutely not afraid to get it. Even if I get it, I know I will come out super quickly and super easy, because I keep myself really healthy. And so I had a fight with my dad because he just believed everything that was in the news. And there were so many like crazy news, and people just freaked out, especially with the situation in Italy. Italy is really bad. The situation is really bad, but we have probably the best health system that I've experienced so far. Like, in England it hasn't been that good, and Italy it's like, I guess, even worse. I know people from America, I know people from Hong Kong. We are lucky. We are really lucky here. And I trusted our system. So I said, Dad, cool down. Just stop listening to the news. Like, don't panic. It will be all fine. My dad is 75 and he just heard he's in the high risk group. There were news like most of the people who get affected in that group, they will all die. And in Italy, they stopped giving them breathing mask. Like, all the older people over 75 in Italy, they rejected to give them breathing mask because they needed it for the young people. And he heard it and he was just like, he was freaking out. And we had a fight, which I feel really sorry about. And so I didn't see him for like 2 days. He came back home. He was a bit away at his girlfriend's place. He came back home. He was the whole day around me. I was already doing my homework out in my garage, and he was running around me. And then he was like, Cheri, I'm going now. And I'm like, okay. I thought he's just leaving as usual, picking up his girlfriend. I mean, for his age, he looks young, he's super fit. And he says, he goes to the doctor. And I'm like, are you okay? He was like, yeah. And he left. And then 2 hours later, he called me. You need to bring me my bag now, immediately. I have to go to the hospital. I'm like, oh, Jesus, what's going on? First, I thought maybe he has coronavirus. I don't know. I was like, just panicking. I was like freaking out. I came out of the shower, just got his bag packed, or like his bag was already packed. So he already knew kind of maybe he has to go to hospital. I walked to the doctors. We have a doctor here in our village. It's just a 2 minutes walk. I just ran to the doctor. And I was like, where's my dad? Like, what's going on? And then I came up to the doctor's office, and he said, cool down. It's okay. It's not too bad. He has his heart rhythm is not really okay. We have to check it. Don't worry about that. And I saw my dad, I never saw my dad crying. He had tears in his eyes, and Yeah, he came to the hospital, and I could call him the same night, thankfully, on his phone, and he was like, yeah, I'm okay, I'm laid down, and he had a really broken and weak voice. I was really panicking, and also when I heard like the hospital, I knew how much panic he had. The feeling like you're not there, you can't help was horrible. They also said you're lucky that he still has, or that he could get a place. Most of the hospitals are full. And I'm like, whoa, really? This situation is serious? And I guess, I don't know why he had it. I thought a little bit maybe the panic just got too much. Maybe that caused a heart problem. They gave me the number and I called them, and those 2 minutes until I knew what was going on were the worst fucking minutes in my life. So I called them and they said it's all okay. He got stents in his heart, so that means like the veins, I don't know, I can't really explain the medical English version of it, but it's kind of the vein that's going toward your heart was kind of blocked, so they needed to put like a little tube like into that vein so that the blood can still flow. So he got 2 of them. It's called stents, and he was already awake and it was all stable. And yeah, but in that moment, all I wanted to say is like, all of a sudden I was like really realizing how serious the situation is, because the hospitals are really crazily full. Of course, now we don't know how many people go into the hospital because of nothing, or maybe I have no idea. But if you have a case in your family where you're like, okay, he could be dead right by now without a place and a space in the hospital, and therefore I'm like really telling you like this is important that we protect our environment, not ourselves, but our environment. I could not imagine like if my dad didn't get a space in hospital. Like seriously, my family is the most important thing in my life. I would just leave everything. That's why I think I didn't feel really comfortable in London, because my family was just, even it's London, but I'm such a family person and I need all of them, and I want all of them to be safe, and I would fight for all of them. And when you have that situation and you're like, okay, my dad is 75. Now when he comes back, I really have to take care that he doesn't get any other health issues. So now I try to isolate myself as much as possible. But that's why I also appeal to you why it's so serious and why you should really not provocate any situation that is not necessary. So if you can, stay at home, really enjoy the time with your family. And now I want to come to the positive things of such a crisis, what we can do. Honestly, in the last month I was just feeling like I was constantly running. I was like training my ass off. I was working my ass off. I was planning on big projects. I was just like never at home and still like working, doing stuff. I was coming to my limit again. I'm very often on the point because my mind never stops. It's always creating things, and sometimes I can't sleep. And I actually could not really spend time with the people who are important to me. And now this allows us so much. Like I've always been a very grateful person. Like I really know everything I have. I don't take it as granted. I have everything I need, and I'm happy with really little. But I use the time really to reconstruct my life, to focus on what I really want, set priorities. I want to join every fucking minute with my family as much as I can. I want to keep on working on my body. I just love sports so much, and I have a goal in that as well. I love being a warrior in my mind. I want to look like a warrior, so I can keep on training that, find new ways. I make use of the time to finally fucking produce my first album. Definitely, it's my goal. Maybe I get it done in that 4 or 5 weeks. I want to write songs. I practice the guitar now regularly and just be creative. Think of what you want, really, what matters in life. Think of what you really need. We don't need so much. We fucking don't need so much. We have especially in Germany, people, guys, and in general in the Western societies, we have everything, like everything. I am born in such a safe environment, but therefore I always went out. I went out to see the world, and I always came back more grateful than ever before. And it's so important, really. All you need is a little bit of food. You need a warm house. You need good people around you, and you need a big heart. That's all you need. Think of if you want to do something because you want to do something, like you have a project in your mind, you have a mission, like I have a mission. I'm doing all this shit I'm doing at the moment. I'm working my ass off, not for the money. I do it because there's a mission behind, to help even more people, to support people in their dreams. Everything you do, what you want to do, see always why you want to do it. Money is never a reason. It will never be. Money is just an artificial value. That's all it is. Now we are kind of in a crisis where we don't know how we go out. The economy might drop down completely to zero. We might have to start from zero again. We don't know. Maybe there's even more behind. What about there is something political behind? We don't know. Stay positive. Become positive. Like, become really now. Open your eyes and see what really, really matters. It's now important. We have a situation in a crisis where I say, still in Africa, there's 2 million people dying every day because of hunger. Nobody gives a fuck. And now we say we have a crisis. People do shoppings like crazy, and it's like the shops are still full. I still can eat. Even if I lose all my money now, I can go out to the fields and plant something because we have a really good earth here. I know I have some friends, but we don't have a real crisis. Not yet. Don't make it even worse than it is. Wake up and see what you really need and see what you can share. We can all share a little bit, like help each other. It's all a question now of solidarity, staying together, becoming strong together, and maybe also be creative in the time, especially you artists. Like, this is now our time. We have the creative minds. We can still use here social media. We can still be in contact with everyone. We can still produce wonderful music that will hopefully help the whole world in this crazy time. And for all of you guys, I hope you stay happy, you stay healthy, and also start to think of your environment. With that, I mean, first of all, of course, the nature, but also the other people. And not only like the people here in Germany or whatever, all the people in this world. We are all one, we are all the same, and now it's really the time to spread some more love, to show some love. And also when the crisis is over, I hope for a big change. I think that's a big opportunity for all of us. I just know what I do in that time. I keep myself healthy, first of all. I know that I want to spend as much time with my family as possible because I love them. I will create new music because I love music. And yeah, I want to just give you something back. I have a mission. The mission is to empower the world. So I hope that has empowered you a little bit. Stay strong, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive, and we can all do this together. Please leave a comment, subscribe my channel. Just let me know how you guys are in that crazy time. And I know for all of us, we suffer a little bit because it's unusual, but I'm pretty sure that we can do it. Wishing you all the best. Sending you big viral hugs and love from a 2 meter distance. See you soon.